So the Do Better campaign. This really started, goodness, probably 10 years ago now, I think. A friend of mine, her husband was actually taking a new job within the US military. And so we were sitting in my family room talking about he was going to be doing some recruiting. And so she said, you know, Corey, you need a sort of a tagline or something that you can say to folks that are going to be joining the military, or you're trying to recruit them. And so we were trying to come up with a catchy sort of tagline, and she and I actually worked together in a treatment court. And so she comes from sort of the same orientation toward how do we help folks, how do we get them engaged, and the like. And so just through conversation, it came out something catchy, and so Do Better came about.
The Do Better campaign is a concerted, integrated marketing communication effort to really get in conversation with our audiences about what it means to do your job better, to serve your clients better, to be able to lift the field and do better as a whole, and to find new ways and solutions to really just increase the quality of services and also to support drug court practitioners. So we want to focus on those kinds of things that have to do with improvement, or things like what could help you in this position do a little better. A lot of our resources we're starting to work on beyond the field, which have to do with supporting drug and treatment court practitioners beyond their specific job assignment. So it's really tough right now during the pandemic, and even not during the pandemic. There's a lot of emotional labor that gets done by this team that supports drug court clients. And so how do they take care of themselves? How do they engage in mindfulness and self-care? So that's one way that we're talking about doing better, because we don't want that to lead to burnout. So we're trying to, from an interdisciplinary approach, we have, between Dr. Lanier and Dr. Duvall, who are criminologists, Dr. McCain, who's a psychologist, Dr. Vetter is a computer scientist, I'm a communication scholar, and we're all looking at different ways in which this intersects so we can support our audiences in them doing their jobs better.
The work of treatment courts, I think, lends itself to this idea of, how can we all do better, right? If you're a judge, how can you do your job better? Is there something that you could learn about? Is there, could you change the language that you're using? Certainly law enforcement, same thing, right? How can you do your job better? Because the treatment court sort of subfield really has developed itself in stark contrast to the traditional criminal justice system.